SP JAIN introduces complete education at the undergraduate level. By complete education, I mean academics plus skills. Academics plus skills forms together to make smart skills. So our students will have a complete education, and this complete education will have 5 important components. We have labeled them A, B, C, D, E. Very easy for them to remember. A is for academics, B is for beyond boundaries, C is for character, D is for decision making, and E is for effectiveness. By having these 5 components, our students, when they graduate, will be ready for global careers. More specifically, on academic rigor, our students are taught by international faculty using a curriculum that's been benchmarked against the best colleges in the world. Our class size is also very small, so each student gets personal attention. We feel this really helps with the academic rigor of our program. The academics of our BBA program transform students from passive learners to active participants in their education. Students not only learn the foundations of business, but also the critical thinking skills necessary for success in today's global economy. This is accomplished by enriching the curriculum. The pedagogy is dynamic and innovative, including role plays, case studies, simulation, and use of polling equipment for classroom discussion. Our international faculty do not give traditional lectures, but rather facilitate the learning environment and create the conditions for maximum participation from all of our students.
And my background is from the business world myself. I'm not only a professor, but I was a senior writer at Microsoft for 20 years. So I come here with this real-world experience, and that's what I want to impart to students. I don't give them exams just to see that they can spit information back out of the textbook, but I actually ask them to write press releases, memos, white papers, speeches, presentations, and then they actually give these so that they will be prepared when they leave here to step out confidently into the global business environment.
Our classroom environment is very dynamic. In fact, we often use polling equipment where every student gets a handheld remote control and they actively participate by lodging their votes to PowerPoint slides with questions.
It is actually a lot of fun being here at SP JAIN, but at the same time, it's also academically challenging.
The reason as to why I joined the SP JAIN program is because that I believe that it will help me to grow and be exposed to the business world of today.
In our business communication class, we got one assignment about essay writing, and I already feel like I learned something about business work.
In order to foster a global mindset, our students must learn to think beyond boundaries. Beyond boundaries can be physical boundaries, and we have our Twin City model to help them. Students spend 2 years studying in Singapore, followed by 2 years studying in Sydney, Australia. So this helps them overcome the boundaries they have of physical geography and different financial segments. A second way is boundaries of the mind. With our 16 nationalities from 6 continents, these students are in class together, working on projects together, interacting with international faculty, and this helps them go beyond boundaries in their mind.
SP JAIN has done is invite top students from high schools from all over the world, and because they did that, they have set this classroom full of potential, and you can almost feel it, sizzling in the air.
It creates a special opportunity for me to share and learn many experiences and culture, customer with that I need in the future.
The vibrant multicultural setting of Singapore and the world-class corporate lifestyle of Sydney offers unmatched exposure to international business dynamics and culture.
My own past experience has been very diverse. I'm German by nationality. I grew up in Germany, then lived and studied in England. Met my wife at Oxford as an undergraduate, came with her to Singapore, then lived in China, and I'm now back here in Singapore. Studying world cultures and teaching world cultures is a very real issue because it's a lot of the issues in my own life are addressed in the classroom. The idea is to really provide the student with complete education, both based on their own experiences living in different parts of the world as well as my own personal experiences, to analyze different cultures, to compare them, and to challenge the way of thinking.
It's only at SP JAIN I realized how small it has become. Students coming from various countries and staying together as one big family definitely helps to inculcate a global mindset.
It's so good to have your roommates who are your classmates because we help each other out in homework. We do lots of fun things together. We sit, we gossip. We sometimes play cards or chess. I actually managed to learn some African tribal dance, which was a lot of fun thanks to dear Patience.
Complete education would be incomplete without character. Character is the glue that holds complete education together.
How many people agree that good leaders have good characters?
The best way to learn economics is not in the classroom, it is out there in the real world. So my students have a group project wherein they visit non-profit organizations. These are the charities or philanthropies. They link the economic theories that we learn in the classroom to the operations of these organizations. In non-profit organizations, you have to open your mind more and realize that the true benefits and costs lie not only in the tangibles, the tangible dollars, the tangible cents, but in a more holistic understanding of the implicit benefits and costs.
An important aspect of character building is giving back to the community. As such, all of our BBA students participate in community service. They engage in social projects, and this allows them to test their skills outside the classroom with a real-world consequence. They can test their management skills such as time management, resource planning, leadership skills, and they learn how to be professional, and they become more aware of the community outside their privileged school environment. It is a humbling and meaningful experience for them, and it increases their cultural sensitivity.
Few reasons we do social projects I feel is because I feel the society gives us a lot. So social projects are the best way to give back to the community. The second reason is that it will help us know the society better and will make me a better person, which will help me in my career and personal life.
Nowadays, labor market is getting more and more restricted to the few ones who have a high qualification, and being highly qualified nowadays means to be very professional.
Complete managers make decisions all day long. Therefore, decision-making becomes a vital component of a complete education for a business student. Here at SP JAIN, for decision-making, in the curriculum we have case studies, we have simulations, we have a very blended pedagogy that really fosters these students to have what we call a discovery-driven mindset.
I'm no longer looking at simple equations or reading paragraphs and trying to analyze literature structures. I mean, that was just busy work previous to this. But I'm getting more of an experience of who I could be in the world today with business. I mean, econ class yesterday was really interesting because we were sitting there trying to evaluate an article. But this wasn't some huge state-of-the-art, the world is coming to an end with oil spills and everything else. No. This was about tenant-landlord acts and taxes attached and who's actually being the criminal. And so we were looking at something which we would see every day but not actually even question. And so it makes me question what's going on that I don't understand.
Within sessions where we spend most of our time together, sharing about goal setting, social awareness, and even happiness tutorial, all of these kind of things display that SP JAIN puts its students in the top priority.
The academic program at SP JAIN is unique and one of a kind. So along with our core subjects, we also have liberal arts subjects. And I realized the importance of the same once I came here. Being from India, a lot of the education is based on the road system, but here it is completely different. We also have a lot of presentations, we work in groups, and all of that does help us because along with learning ourselves, we also teach our peers. So maybe something that I'm good at, somebody else might not be. So through weaknesses and through strengths, we all become this community.
Life skill sessions that S P JAIN provides us help us communicate with each other more easier and confidently, and also help me understand myself better.
In order to develop personal effectiveness, we offer workshops to our students on topics such as how do you lead when you don't have that formal authority? By having skill sets like this, our students have a level of personal effectiveness that will allow them to lead multinational corporations in their careers. We have designed our program such that academic coursework is balanced with developing each student's personal effectiveness.
The whole concept of teamwork, working as a team, getting the skills for leadership in business, just even if it's a team of 5, leadership is vitally important. And so, for example, in our math classes, we've been dividing up into groups of about 5 or 6. And so each class, the professor will make sure that there's a different leader. And so everyone gets this opportunity, even if they're not born leaders, they get the opportunity to develop.
We offer certificate programs on topics such as negotiation techniques, innovation and entrepreneurship, and foreign language skills.
That you get to know people and know about the cultures and their tastes. We, for example, do like our classes, we like interact all the time and talk to each other and learn from each other. That's the unique thing of this program. And on top of that, we do like a lot of outdoor activities. Like, for example, we go shopping, we go to the movies, to some, I don't know, road trips. Everything we do it together, and that's why I'm here.
I love basketball. I'm so happy that I can play basketball here at S P JAIN with my friends.
I think it's just the scenery as such is really nice and kind of relaxes you after all the studies and the activities. So yeah, it's nice to be here.
Really exciting time at S P JAIN right now. I've recently become the president of the Student Council. And as a Student Council, we formed all these clubs. We've formed a dance club, music club, theater club, business club, which we hope to use every day. And it comes at no expense. Every day in the week, I'm always in classes working on this and that. I'm learning my business, learning how to write, learning life skills, but also participating in huge things, such as we've just created a constitution at S P JAIN for the student body. And right now, it's the place for me.
If you want to be a global business leader, come and join our program on complete education.